Hey y'all, it's your girl Tanisa coming at you with your elemental solar eclipse reading. What does the elements need to know for this upcoming solar eclipse? There's something that's standing out to me right now that I came to a realization about for myself. Um, in order to in order to grow or be the best version of yourself, you got to take a step back from situations that trigger you. Understand how they trigger you, why they trigger you, and where you need to place the energy and how you need to show up with certain people. But let's get into this element. Fire signs, because I've been feeling really fiery, right? Sag, Leo, Aries. Oh, Magician. Wow. So again, I'm thinking about alchemy, right? It's a lot of alchemy in this energy. And it's about, like I said, having the right energy for the wrong people, or the wrong energy with the right people, and allowing yourself to be misunderstood in the situation. If you're in a situation and you're constantly being misunderstood by someone, sometimes a person doesn't want to hear you, or a person is just used to you being a certain way, or a person just wants to paint the picture and believe you to be this person. So it's always going to be hard to communicate. It's always going to be hard to talk or whatever. But right now, you're being reunified, reunited with people that bring out these things in you, because it's time for you to show yourself how much you've grown in the situation and what you're willing to put up with and tolerate and what you're not. So sometimes a boundary could look like dismissing yourself from a conversation or responding differently to a conversation. If you know that you're a person that wants to be in a peaceful mood, you're not going to engage. You're going to just disengage from certain behaviors and certain attitudes. Why? Because you have to protect your peace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you have to protect your peace at all costs. And it's like, do I want to be right, or do I want to have peace? Yeah, it's so funny. I'm just thinking about the situation where I should have beat the shit out of somebody, but it's okay. Aries, what do you need to know for this solar eclipse? Stop. Take a break. Retreat. Fall back. And relax. It's time for you to reflect. And it's time for you to allow yourself to be guided. See what this four swords. It's time for you to relax and to guide yourself. Okay, it's making me think about Selena Time. Reloj don't marques las horas. Time don't mark the hours because I'm going nuts. When you watch movies about people in jail, they'll usually write on the wall and they'll count like this, right? So it's like, some of you feel like, because I'm hearing your bedroom is so cold, so mundane, right? So some of you feel crazy if you're not moving. And just because, and I have another deck and it says, don't be productive, be busy. Don't be busy, be productive. You could be busy all day and night, but still not get nothing done, still not have accomplished anything. But once you're able to take a step back and allow yourself to rest and relax, and rest doesn't mean sleeping, rest doesn't mean not doing shit. Rest just means doing what comes naturally to you, right? So if you're a parent, feeding your kids, taking your kids to and from school, but also doing something a little different that's going to put you at peace. Connecting more with your angels and your spirit guides. I know that they're here because this bright light is here. They like, what's up, y'all? Right? So that's for Aries. Leo. How you doing, Leo? So, okay, a lot of times when people watch horoscopes and stuff, they do it, you're supposed to go by your rising sign, you go by the energy that you're in, right? So if you're being very action-oriented, I was about to say orientated, I don't talk like that. If you're being action-oriented, then kind of go by that element, because it might resonate with you more in there, or whatever, take what resonates with the rest. Leo, you could be trying to one-up somebody could be trying to one-up you. Gaslighting looks very different. What you need to know for this solar eclipse? Let happiness flow through you. Wow. Okay. Wow. This coral reef always reminds me of infinity, right? So it's like you have an abundance to keep moving, keep going. Breathe in courage and exhale doubt. So right now, the things that scare the shit out of you, do it. Do it. As long as it's not at your own detriment. You have the power to create, the things that you have the power to create changing in life, but it came out in the reverse. Right now, the things that scare the shit out of you, you need to be doing it instead of being afraid. So if you are not allowing your intuition to lead you and you're being misguided by your mind and your heart, just try one thing with your intuition and see how it goes for you. The past, learn from it. Some of you are recreating and repeating old cycles because you don't want to learn from the past, and that gives you this infinity right here, which is also the world, which is whatever. So this could definitely be in relationships, even though this is a fucking leprechaun. Yeah, this is a leprechaun or whatever. But it could definitely be in relationships, right? So Leprechaun is one of my favorite horror movies. Shout out to him. And it's Halloween. What did he do? He was a trickster spirit, right? He would grant your wish. But it was on some devilish shit. Like, you have to be careful what you ask for. You have to be very specific, just like when you're talking to the universe. But the universe is not going to give you something with strings attached. It's just going to give you something to be like, you good now? You bumped your head? This is more so, how much is your soul worth? How much is your soul worth to keep repeating the same patterns? It's only going to keep getting worse and worse and worse if you continue to go back to the same old habits. There ain't nothing there for you. It's dead. It's gone. Do something new. The color red. So red is passion, red is fire. A ferocious beast was afraid of red. The color, right? So something big and bad. So you might be fighting something big and bad in your life. There could be a demon or a generational curse attached to your life or whatever. That you have to fight, but you can't fight something if you don't know what it is. If you can't name it, you can't get rid of it. Once you're able to see how it plays out in your life, then you're able to name it and you're able to remove it, right? The Bible, Leviathan, confusion. Leviathan is confusion. I don't know about say depression. It's different demons have different names, right? You don't necessarily have to study them, but you can, right? In order to defeat something, you have to learn how to combat it. Remember that everything you are is enough. Some of you feel like, oh, if I had this, it would be better. Or if I had this, it would be better. Then I could do more if I had this. What you have is enough. Just work with what you got and continue to push and continue to move forward. Happiness lies in the power of the tongue and the way that you speak over your life. Again, the way you speak over your life also makes your life very fragile. Because I heard white fragility. Not sure what that means. So white fragility, basically, like if you call a white person out for white people in, like for being racist or something, like, oh, you're here, how does it do, like those microaggressions and shit, and they have the audacity to get mad, or just like when you're talking to a narcissist or a gaslighter, and you call them out on their bullshit, and they get offended, and then they try to project it on you. Same thing. It just happens to come out as white fragility because there's a white privilege in that. So a lot of times a person that's a little narcissistic or whatever might have some type of a sense of entitlement because they don't want to be called out on this shit because they don't want to work on it. This might even be you. I might be offending you right now. Then we all do it. Everybody gets offended when they get called out on their shit. It's about working on it and to move forward to take the next best step. Do something that's scary and change. Saggy. I'm only in town for the night. It's funny. I was just listening to What's My Name by Rihanna and Drake, right? She said, "You so amazing. You took the time to figure me out. That's why you take me way past the point of turning me on. What do you need to know for this solar eclipse?" So right now, you could be in this energy of getting to know yourself better, getting to know those people around you, even if it's like for the first 5 minutes, right? Because it's hard to communicate with somebody when you don't know or understand them, period, point blank, even if it's for 10 minutes. So you're in the midst of understanding somebody. If somebody wants to not come out of the cold, like, yeah, it's funny. Some type of apologetic energy. But anyway, like I said, you can't really understand somebody if you're not paying attention to them. So if you're only in your own head and your own mind, then you're not going to get anywhere fast. So you could be having a lot of disagreements at this time. So with the solar eclipse energy, you're being urged to kind of hermit. Block off anything that doesn't matter, because right now you're kind of in balance. Wow. Spend time doing stuff that's going to make you happy. And be still. Be still. Trust your intuition and trust your gut in order for you to move forward. But in order to really enjoy something, you have to learn it and you have to grasp all the concepts. Like in sex, you can't really make somebody unless you know their body. Take the time to get to know your body, whether this is work, business, fun, whatever. Self-love is a growth investment. Cecilia was a